Hello everyone, welcome you all to today's class. And after studying first two parts of this topic, we are in third part of this topic. And as I have told you earlier, like we have divided this topic into 6 parts. Okay, so out of 6 parts, we already have done 2 parts. And in case you have not watched my previous 2 videos in this topic, I would request you all to please watch the 2 previous videos before you watch this one. And because those 2 videos now I have explained what is principal value branch of any inverse trigonometric function, and also we have covered for last and 5 properties. Okay, so those are very important, and because whenever you just know go through the basics of the topic, really very easier for anyone to feel connected with the topic. Okay, and we are in property number 6. So it is also one of the favorite formula of the students. So tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy if xy less than 1. And the same thing, it is pi plus tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy if xy both positive, x into y greater than 1, minus pi plus tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy if xy both negative and xy greater than 1. So maybe I can take 2 parts for you, third part, so you can try. So to start with the first part, we have the condition xy less than 1. Okay, and whether x, y both positive, both negative, yeah, one of them is positive, the other one negative, nothing is given. We really have to consider those cases. So let's start with tan inverse x a, tan inverse y b. It means x equal to tan a, y equal to tan b. Taking tan a plus b as tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a into tan b, we have tan a plus b equal to, this is x plus y 1 minus xy, where xy less than 1 as per our condition given in the question. Okay, so here you see, so maybe many of you, some of you might be quickly thinking, no, tan a plus b equal to x plus y by 1 minus xy. So a plus b will be tan inverse this, right? How many of you are thinking in this way? But hold on. Okay, so before we take, a plus b equal to tan inverse of this, we really have to see whether a plus b lies in the interval minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. It means if a plus b lies in the open interval minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2, this one, whenever a plus b lies in this interval, then only it will be invertible. Then only you can write a plus b equal to tan inverse of this, right? So this is basically the concept you really have to carry throughout the topic. So let's check it. We will take some cases. First case, when x, y both positive, x greater than 0, y greater than 0, and xy is already we are given, this is less than 1. So when x and y both positive, it means you have tan inverse x greater than 0, tan inverse y also greater than 0. It means a greater than 0, b greater than 0. When you take a greater than 0, b greater than 0, and as you know, tan inverse x and tan inverse y, the principal value branch is open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. It means we can take minus pi by 2 to 0, then 0 to pi by 2. So but when it is positive, so minus pi by 2, 0, that subinterval cannot be taken. It means a belongs to 0 pi by 2, b belongs to 0 pi by 2. It means 0 less than a less than pi by 2, 0 less than b less than pi by 2. So your a plus b belongs to 0 pi. Okay. Now a plus b belongs to 0 pi means this covers first and second quadrant. Okay. Now let's see our x plus y by 1 minus xy, इसका साइन क्या है? x greater than 0, y greater than 0. So x plus y, obviously it is positive. xy less than 1 means 1 more than xy. So 1 minus xy more than 0. So numerator positive, denominator positive, so this is also greater than 0. It means, so this implies your tan a plus b will be greater than 0. It means a plus b lies in which quadrant? If tan a plus b greater than 0, it lies in either in first quadrant or third quadrant. Lies in first or third quadrant. So third quadrant आ ही नहीं सकता, 0 पाई है ना? So means we have to take first quadrant, दोनों का जो भी कॉमन है. So a plus b belongs to 0 pi by 2. So it is our, I mean within the prescribed domain. ठीक है? Okay, so this is part 1. So if I take case 2, so in case 2, I may consider x negative, y negative, okay, and xy less than 1, it is already given. When I take x negative, it means tan inverse x negative, right? Tan inverse y be negative, so it means a negative, b negative. So here a belongs to minus pi by 2, 0, b belongs to minus pi by 2, 0. Okay, what about a plus b? A plus b belongs to what? Minus pi 0. So whenever you take minus pi 0, you come like this, and 0 to this minus pi by 2, minus pi by 2 to minus pi. Okay, it means you are covering what? Fourth quadrant and third quadrant. We are moving in clockwise direction. Okay, so it may be like no your third and fourth quadrant. Okay, now let's see. So having a plus b belongs to minus pi 0 open interval. So then whether, I mean when it covers, it is either in third quadrant or fourth quadrant. So exactly it is in which quadrant? So let's check it. So x plus y by 1 minus xy, इसका साइन क्या होगा? So we have to check it ना. So we have taken x negative, y negative. So x plus y will be negative. xy less than 1 means 1 greater than xy, means 1 minus xy greater than 0. So numerator is negative, denominator positive. So this is less than 0. So this implies what? Your tan a plus b negative. It means a plus b lies in which quadrant? Our a plus tan a plus b negative. It will be either in second quadrant or fourth quadrant. In second और फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट. तो अभी हमारा क्या था? a प्लस बी को हमने क्या लिया था? बिटवीन माइनस पाई 0. सो वी हैव टेकन थर्ड और फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट. हियर सेकंड और फोर्थ. सो हियर यू सी दैट मीन्स सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट में आप आएगा क्या? सेकंड और फोर्थ. हियर माइनस पाई 0. सो माइनस पाई 0 मीन्स सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट में आ ही नहीं रहा. वी आर गोइंग लाइक दिस क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन. Okay, so it means second quadrant is ruled out. So a plus b in fourth quadrant means minus pi by 2, 0, which is a subset of minus pi by 2, pi by 2. So in both the cases we have seen a plus b lies in the interval minus pi, I mean it belongs to minus pi by 2, pi by 2. It is a subset of that basically. Okay, now case 3 is, third case we can take x greater than 0, y less than 0. और हम x greater, one of them is positive, other one is negative, and xy less than 1. Okay, so x plus y by 1 minus xy. So it may be positive, it may be negative, depending upon which one is greater, x greater than y or y greater than x. Okay, so that we will see later on. So let's see here. When x greater than 0, tan inverse x greater than 0 means your a Yeah, so here a greater than 0, so a belongs to 0 pi by 2. Okay. Similarly, y less than 0, b belongs to minus pi by 2, 0. So what about a plus b? A plus b belongs to minus pi by 2, pi by 2. Okay, so here a plus b belongs to open interval minus pi by 2, pi by 2 means, so again we are getting the prescribed domain, right? So where tan inverse, tan x is invertible. And if you take the other case, so I am showing this by taking the other case also. So here you see, yeah, we have taken x greater than 0 and y less than 0. If I write here x less than 0, y greater than 0, x y still less than 1, we are continuing the same case. So here x less than 0, y greater than 0 means, so tan inverse x is greater than, tan inverse x is less than 0, tan inverse y greater than 0 means a less than 0, b greater than 0. So here a belongs to minus pi by 2, 0. B belongs to 0 pi by 2, and so both the subintervals are the subsets of minus pi by 2, pi by 2. So here a plus b belongs to minus pi by 2, pi by 2. Okay, so a plus b in all the four cases, either a plus b belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2, or a plus b is a subset of, it lies in the subinterval of minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. It means your tan a plus b is invertible. So whenever you have tan a plus b equal to x plus y by 1 minus xy, whenever you write like this, tan a plus b equal to x plus y by 1 minus xy, this implies a plus b equal to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. Okay, a plus b means what? Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, that is equal to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy, here xy less than 1. So before you apply this formula, you have to check whether x into y less than 1 or not. Okay, while solving the question, obviously we are not going to derive all the four cases, but to arrive at the conclusion that this formula is valid, so we had to derive the whole thing, right? So once you know the logic is very, very clear, then you will never ever be able to forget it. Okay, so tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. This is valid when x into y less than 1. Okay. So coming to the next one, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to this. Okay, here we are taking x, y both greater than 0, x into y greater than 1. We have taken here x into y less than 1, right? Here it is x, y greater than 1. So here you see, when x, y both are positive, x into y greater than 1. So x into y greater than 1 means 1 less than xy, means 1 minus xy is less than 0. So denominator is negative, numerator is positive, because x, y both are positive. So tan a plus b equal to x plus y by 1 minus xy is negative. So whenever we say tan a plus b negative, it means you can have a plus b lies in which quadrant? Either in second quadrant or in fourth quadrant. Lies in second or fourth quadrant. So we have to check actually where it lies. So a plus b lies in second or fourth quadrant. Yeah. So next you see, whenever you have, so a plus b lies in this. So again here you see, coming to this and this, x greater than 0, x greater than 0 means tan inverse x greater than 0, means a greater than 0. So a belongs to 0 pi by 2. Y greater than 0. So b belongs to 0 pi by 2. I hope it is clear, because we have been doing similar things since 2, 3, 4 cases. So a plus b belongs to what? 0 pi. So here we are writing second or fourth quadrant. 0 pi means it is first or second quadrant. What is common in both the cases? So here you see first और सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट कवर हो रहा है, फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट तक आ ही नहीं रहे अभी तो. सो इट मीन्स वी कैन से दिस टू केसेस, कंबाइनिंग दिस टू केसेस वी कैन टेक a plus b lies in second quadrant. A plus b lies in second quadrant. Okay, so second quadrant का measurement क्या होता है? Pi by 2 to pi. So we can write here a plus b between what? Pi by 2 pi. Right? Now if I write here a plus b, a plus b minus pi, that will be minus pi by 2 0. Please check it. When a plus b lies in the interval pi by 2 pi, I am subtracting pi throughout. So a plus b minus pi will lie between pi minus pi 0, pi by 2 minus pi is minus pi by 2. So it means it clearly shows a plus b minus pi equal, this is in fourth quadrant. Okay, now why are we doing like this? क्या इसका relevance क्या है? Whenever I write here tan a plus b, and as we have taken it is in second quadrant. Second quadrant means if I write here tan pi minus of a plus b minus of this, tan pi minus theta is minus tan theta, minus of this means plus tan theta, means tan a plus b can be written like this, and minus tan this means it can be written as tan a plus b minus pi. Okay, minus tan theta is tan minus theta. This minus sign I just took in. So tan a plus b minus pi. Okay, so here you see, so tan a plus b can be written as tan a plus b minus pi. अभी हमने क्या देखा था? a plus b minus pi is between minus pi by 2 0. So between minus pi by 2 0 means it is a subset of open interval minus pi by 2 pi by 2. Right? So it means a plus b minus pi. So whenever it lies in this interval, tan a plus b can be invertible. Okay, so it means whenever you write this, so you can write this is equal to this, it is your x plus y by 1 minus xy. It means a plus b minus pi equal to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. And whenever you write tan a plus b equal to x plus y by 1 minus xy. Okay, and here you see it is tan inverse of x plus y this. So what is a plus b then? Then we can write here a plus b equal to, just I am writing like this. Yeah, so here you see a plus b will be pi plus tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. A plus b means tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, that is equal to pi plus tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. Okay, so I hope it is clear, because here you see pi plus this. So this is valid when you have x and y both positive and xy greater than 1. Okay, so previous case is xy less than 1. Okay, and the third case you can do, I think after doing these 5 cases. So this one maybe will be your 6th case, and I hope you are now confident to derive this one. Okay, as while taking this question, as I said, this is one of the most favorite formulas for the students. Okay, very easy to apply, not much calculation also. And having said this, for a student's part, they really have to check whether x into y less than 1 or not. Though 90% questions, yeah, more than 90% questions, you just apply this formula. And but you never know, because now the questions carrying 1 mark, those questions, no, the questions you may expect tricky questions. Okay, so when you just know you are solving questions carrying 1 mark, so you really have to be very careful. Okay, so as I said, more than 90% questions, no, we apply this formula. We hardly take into notice xy less than 1 or not. Okay, but actually this is the fact. While applying this formula, you need to see xy less than 1 or not. In case xy greater than 1 and both are positive, you can apply this formula. When x into y greater than 1, x negative, y negative, the formula would be taken like this. Okay, so as I said earlier, like while solving the question, we will apply the formula directly. But while studying any concept for the first time, we really have to have in-depth study of that concept. That will really help, very clarity in our mind. And we even if we try to forget the formula, we can't. Okay, so that is the the purpose of deriving this formula in a very elaborate and taking all the cases into consideration. So after studying these formulas, so let's see how to apply these formulas. So I have taken 2 questions. If time permits, maybe I can add one more question to it. So first question is tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 2 by 11 equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. We have to prove this. So taking LHS, tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 2 by 11. So as we know, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus x into y, provided x into y less than 1. So here you can check 1 by 2 into 2 by 11. It is 1 by 11 less than 1. So it means we can apply tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. Okay, because you have x into y less than 1. So here you can apply the formula directly. It is 1 by 2 plus 2 by 11, 1 minus 1 by 2 into 2 by 11. Okay, so this is the procedure. So tan inverse of, so here you are getting 22 LCM, 11 plus 4, here 22, just I am taking, otherwise it is 11 in fact. So 22 minus 2, you are getting tan inverse 15 by 20, means tan inverse 3 by 4, that is your right hand side. Okay, hence proved. Okay, so it is very easy to apply the formula. Now next question is cot inverse 7 plus cot inverse 8 plus cot inverse 18 equal to cot inverse 3. We have to prove this. So again, to start with LHS, and as we know, cot inverse x equal to tan inverse 1 by x when x greater than 0. So 7, 8, 18, all these are greater than 0. It means here we can apply cot inverse x equal to tan inverse 1 by x. So we can write here tan inverse 1 by 7, tan inverse 1 by 8 plus tan inverse 1 by 18. Okay, so we have the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So after writing this now, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So let's check it. 1 by 7 into 1 by 8. 1 by 56 less than 1. So we can apply the formula directly. Tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus x into y. The third term is as it is. So here it is 56. Now it is 8 plus 7. Here it is 56. 56 minus 1 plus tan inverse 1 by 18. So tan inverse, you are getting 15 by 55 plus tan inverse 1 by 18. So 15 by 55 means you are having here tan inverse 3 by 11 plus tan inverse 1 by 18. So again we are having tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So yeah, so we have to check it again. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. 3 by 11, 1 by 18. Product is less than 1 or not. X into y less than 1. So again we can apply the same formula. Tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus x into y. So that is equal to tan inverse. Here it is 11 into 18 LCM. So you have 54 plus 11. Now it is 11 into 18, that is 198. So 198 minus 3. Okay, इसे इसको cancel कर दो. Tan inverse you are having 5, 665, 195. Okay, so are you getting 1 by 3 here? So tan inverse 1 by 3. Okay, tan inverse 1 by 3. So tan inverse 1 by 3 equal to cot inverse 3. That is equal to RHS. So we have proved this one. Okay. So next one question we can take. We have time. One question we can accommodate. So see this question. Tan inverse 1 by 4 plus tan inverse 2 by 9 equal to sin inverse 1 by root 5. Right? Here tan and sin. So a bit different from previous question. Prove this. So tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. First check x into y less than 1. Yes. So we can take tan inverse 1 by 4 plus 2 by 9. 1 minus 1 by 4 into 2 by 9. Quickly we can do this. So tan inverse of, here it is 36 LCM, 9 plus 8, 36, 36 minus 2. So you have tan inverse 17 by 34 means tan inverse 1 by 2. Right? But we need answer in sin inverse. So it means here see how to change one Trigo ratio to another Trigo ratio. So simplest method, we can use identity, but simplest method is triangle method. So if I take this angle is theta, let tan inverse 1 by 2 equal to theta. So tan theta equal to 1 by 2. So tan theta 1 by 2 means P by B. So P and B, they are in the ratio 1:2. P, K, B is 2K. Now P, B, H will be under root P square plus B square means K square plus 4K square. So you are getting root 5K. Okay. Now sin theta equal to what? Because हमें sin में चाहिए आंसर. Sin theta is P by H, K by root 5K means 1 by root 5. Okay, that is your sin theta. Theta equal to sin inverse 1 by root 5. Now theta means we have taken this one. Tan inverse 1 by 2 is sin inverse 1 by root 5. So here you can conclude sin inverse 1 by root 5. Hence proved. Okay. So thank you so much. So now we have finished property number 6 and some questions. So let's look forward to next class. Okay, some other properties and questions. Thank you so much.